Sarah! How are you doing? Long time no speak. Do you have any news for me? Things haven't been going too well between you and Nick recently, right? That's only what I can imagine anyway.
What do you mean? I'm not sure what you are referring to.
He's been pretty cold with you, right? I think your relations have probably gone downhill. Well, that's the impression that I'm getting anyway. When he tries to talk to you, he ignores you. And when you try to invite him out, he says no. I guess your marital relations seem to have cooled somewhat, right? That's what happens, I guess, after a few years.
Sorry, but what's going on, Maria? It's pretty weird to get a message from you like this out of the blue. It's all a bit sudden and strange for you to contact me like this talking about my personal life. Is everything okay? And it's definitely a bit weird that you are asking me about my relationship with Nick, don't you think?
Well, I guess I have other motives. Anyway, I'm sorry if it's annoying you, but I'm contacting you because I have some news that I want to inform you of. I guess the reason things aren't going well with Nick is because of me. I'm actually going out with Nick, if you must know. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but that's just something you are gonna have to accept.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, don't you think it's a bit odd that recently he's been going out on a bunch of business trips at random times without saying much in advance? If you must know, he's actually been going on dates with me instead. Basically every week.
Wait a second. Are you actually going out with Nick? That's crazy!
Well, why would I joke about something like this? I am! Of course I am! I've taken the husband you are so proud of. I've stolen him from you! I guess I'm sorry, but also not sorry at the same time. Since we've been kids, you have always been in my shadow. You've always tried to be the mature one, but always a little bit boring. It's sickening. It's not fair that you get to marry the CEO of the company. It should have been me. I'm the fun and pretty one. That type of guy is way more appropriate for me. He's definitely not your style. You're too dull for someone like him. So I guess I know it's not the best thing to do, but I've decided to steal him from you. He's mine now.
Are you being serious? I don't think you realize what you've got yourself into, Maria.
Yes, I definitely do. And I am overjoyed about it. From now on, the luxury lifestyle living with a CEO is mine. I can't wait. That fancy apartment is finally in my hands. I can finally achieve the wealth and social status attached to being married to such an important man. It's pretty awesome. So to be honest, you better leave now because you are the loser in this situation. It's not looking good for you at all.
But we got divorced like 2 years ago? I'm definitely not the loser in this situation.
What?
Yeah, Nick and we got divorced 2 years ago. It wasn't working out between us. I will spare you the details. It's not something I necessarily felt the need to go out of my way and inform people of. Divorce is not exactly good news, is it? So I don't think I told you about it either. That's probably why you don't know about it.
Divorce? 2 years ago? Whatever, Sarah. You really do like to make up weird stories. Why are you saying such strange things? You really are delusional, aren't you? Are you telling me strange lies because you don't want me to steal him off you? It's too late for that, though. Sorry.
Huh?
I'm certain that he is married to you. I don't need to hear silly made-up stories from you. He had a wedding ring on his finger. That's definitely not a lie. So don't try and make up silly stories. Is that how desperate you are? He doesn't love you anymore. You should just leave. Did you think that if you tell random lies, I'll just change my mind? Sorry, but I'm not gonna believe things like that. It's a bit of a pathetic attempt to get rid of me, but it's not going to work, Sarah.
No, that's not the case, Maria. But I guess no matter how much I try to tell you the truth, you aren't gonna listen to me. We really are divorced. I promise. But it's totally not my job to convince you of these things.
Well, since you are insisting so much on this imaginary divorce, I guess I'll have to make it happen then for real. I want to get married to him quickly, so you better send off all the divorce documents straight away. I'm waiting. Sign them as quick as possible, okay? I don't want you messing around.
Hey, Nick. What's going on? When did you start going out with my old childhood friend? You know, Maria, I had no idea you were with her. I get that you should have the freedom to date who you like after we got divorced. That's fine. But she's sending me pretty weird messages. You should really make sure that you clear up any misunderstandings. It's not fair on me. What? How do you know that I'm going out with Maria? That's strange. Well, she sent me a message. She wants me to get divorced from you. I tried to tell her that we divorced 2 years ago, but she doesn't seem to believe me. She still seems to think that we are married, you and I. She told me that she'd stolen you from me, so I better get divorced. It was really weird, and she didn't believe me when I told her we were already divorced. What? I mean, it seems like she's misunderstood the whole situation. But you better clear up anything that could have been misunderstood. Apparently you are still wearing a wedding ring, for example. What's going on there? She still thinks that you are married. It's all a bit strange. And she refuses to believe me when I tell her the truth that I am not married to you. You must be lying. Are you being serious? I can't believe this. Did Maria contact you directly? She's such a pain. I can't believe this. But I guess I'm just about safe that she contacted you. That's a bit of a relief, to be honest. I'm just lucky that she didn't contact my wife. That was close. Phew. Huh? A wife? What are you talking about? Did I not tell you about this? I got remarried. About 6 months after getting divorced with you, I went to the town hall all over again. So yes, I have a new wife. Oh, right. Well then, why are you going out with Maria? Are you having another affair? Well, if you think a bit more about it, you will understand. Maria is just for fun. You know, a little bit of dessert on the side. Nothing serious. Huh? You can't be serious. She is definitely not seeing it like that. Yeah, so I'm lucky she contacted you. I would have been screwed if she had contacted my current wife. She obviously thinks that I'm still married to you. So yeah, I've escaped a tricky situation, thankfully. You're just addicted to cheating on people, aren't you? I just can't believe this. You really have no morals, do you? I thought you would have learnt your lesson after you and I. I mean, the reason we got divorced was because of your cheating. I can't believe you are still having affairs with people, even after getting remarried. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. I can't help it that I'm so popular. Women just love me. As someone that is in charge of a company, obviously women are just obsessed with me. They love my power and social standing. Wow, you are just as arrogant as you always have been. But I guess I didn't realize that Maria would do this. It's a bit awkward, isn't it? She was just supposed to be a little bit of fun. I thought she understood that. I guess she doesn't really get it. I can't believe she asked you to get a divorce from me. Oh dear, she's really obsessed. Look, I don't want to get mixed up with all this, but you better break up with her fast. Your wife doesn't deserve to be treated like rubbish as I did. You went out of your way to get remarried, so you better make sure that you look after your wife. Don't mess around with people like this. Well, I am looking after her, but that's got nothing to do with the fact that I'm so popular. I can't help it. If I only look after my wife, all the other women won't forgive me for this. They need me to take care of them as well. Huh? Well, whatever. At least this time no trouble arose. I got away with it. I'll tell her that I understand where she is coming from for the time being and see if I can just brush the situation under the carpet. I don't need her causing problems for me. Well, this is literally how we ended up getting divorced. It's as if you are completely unable to reflect on your behavior. I'm shocked. I thought you had learnt your lesson, but you quite obviously haven't. I'm honestly so happy that we got divorced. It really saved me a lot of pain. Are you saying things like this because you still have feelings for me? Shall we get back together then? We can if you like. Well, you won't be able to become my wife again, but you know, you could be the second option or something. A sort of second wife. Don't say such stupid things. Because of you, I'm fed up with marriage. I've had enough of that. I won't be rushing into that for a while. Anyway, if I get remarried, it will definitely be with someone who doesn't cheat. Someone who has integrity and honesty. Not a selfish player like you. Why would I want to get back together with someone like you? Well, because of me, you were able to lead quite a luxurious life, so I would quit insulting me like that. You were able to buy loads of nice designer clothes and handbags thanks to me. I guess you haven't got remarried because you enjoyed the lifestyle you had with me so much. Nothing will be as good as what you had with me. You should be a bit honest with yourself. What are you going on about? If you want to become the second wife, then you can contact me whenever you like. Don't worry. See ya.
From now on, this fancy penthouse apartment is mine. You're gonna have to leave it. I guess you're being forced out. Sorry, Sarah.
What? I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm confused. Sorry.
Well, Nick told me how much he loved me, but he told me out of the blue that he wouldn't be able to get married. You had a tantrum because you didn't want to get divorced, right? But he can't stay with someone so boring as you. So I guess there's no other option but to kick you out by force.
I really hope this is a joke. You can't be serious. You just entered someone's house as you pleased? You realize that's trespassing.
What do you mean by a person's house? From today, this penthouse is the fruit of our love. So yeah, I've already made a spare key for myself. It's great. I just took his keys when he wasn't looking and made a spare without him noticing.
Huh? So you've entered his apartment without even asking him for permission. Do you realize that you are trespassing by doing that?
Yeah, I guess you could see it like that. But he'll understand. I am his one true love. He really loves me after all. He'd do anything for me. I really want to get married to him as soon as possible. I guess that's what love does. I'm thinking so rashly. It's really cute, isn't it? The things we do when we are in love.
I don't think you are being cute. I think you need to get your head checked out. It's totally not okay what you've done.
Hey, no need to be so rude. You're the one who should be getting divorced straight away and leaving. I told you to get divorced, but you didn't do anything about it. So I've had to throw away all your belongings. I'll be able to get married to Nick without any reservations.
Did you say that you threw out everything?
Yes, I threw out all your belongings. I hired some guys to pick everything up and sell secondhand. The stuff they didn't pick up, I just threw away in the trash. You really have nice stuff. I guess that's what happens when you are the wife of a CEO. They've already bought a few things. It's come up to a few $1,000s already. So many designer items. You really do lead a life of luxury, don't you?
I really hope you are joking, because this is a really bad idea, Maria. Do you realize what you have done? You can't do that to people's belongings like that.
Yeah, well, this life of luxury is going to be mine from now on. Anyway, you better not come back to this apartment again. From today, this penthouse is mine and Nick's. There is no space for a woman he doesn't love, especially such a dull woman like you.
Look, you better gather up and piece back together all the belongings you've thrown away and sold. Otherwise, Nick's wife is gonna freak out and call the police.
Nick's wife? What are you talking about? But that's you, right? And anyway, calling the police is a bit much, isn't it? All I'm doing is getting rid of useless stuff that's in the way. There is nothing wrong with what I've done. I haven't committed any crimes.
Sure you have. The destruction and damage of luxury items. You can't just throw people's stuff away and break their belongings. And you also did it to Nick's wife. She won't be happy at all. She's quite a feisty woman. I don't think she will keep quiet about this. You really are screwed.
Huh? And isn't the wife you? I don't understand.
Look, didn't I tell you already? We got divorced 2 years ago. We are no longer married. I'm not Nick's wife. He is married to someone else now. I don't understand why you can't believe me. After our divorce, he got married to another woman. So that apartment block you are so obsessed with is where he lives with her, not me. I live by myself out of town. I do not live in his luxury apartment.
What? So you aren't just making up silly stories? Are you saying that this really is the truth? Did you really get divorced from him? What happened?
Yes, I couldn't deal with Nick's infidelity, so we decided to get divorced. When we were married, he was always cheating on me. I couldn't deal with it anymore, so I sent him the divorce documents. And to be honest, it's the best decision I've ever made.
Huh?
Yes, I was pretty surprised when I found out about him getting remarried. I checked with our mutual friends to get all the gossip. It looks like he got remarried to quite a rich woman. You don't want to mess with her. I also heard that this apartment is actually hers. It's not Nick's penthouse. I don't think she will give it up to a cheating couple.
You must be lying. This is Nick's apartment. I didn't realize that he had got married to some rich woman.
Well, when I heard, I was surprised as well, you know. I couldn't believe that she would get married to a CEO of a company that was about to go bankrupt. But there you go. She is a rich woman, so she can do what she likes, really.
What? What do you mean by about to go bankrupt?
Well, yes, actually, there was one more reason why we got divorced. I was so sick of his affairs, but I kind of gave up on that bit. But he was also buying presents for his various mistresses, even with the company on the brink of collapse. I told him that he shouldn't be doing things like this. I got angry, but he didn't seem to be that bothered. But playing around with girls in this way interferes with his company policy. It's totally not acceptable.
Huh?
And then he would flaunt in front of me all his affairs. And he didn't seem to put any effort into rebuilding the company, trying to make things better. Anyway, because of all that, I thought it was best to get divorced. Better not be married to a guy with values like that. I imagine that his company would have fallen into bankruptcy after that. But it looks like he got married again and probably managed to get some help in rebuilding his company from his wife. I think a lot of people from his wife's family helped him out. So he's kind of lucky, actually, that it worked out for him financially.
Really?
I'm not going to say anything bad, but I think you should get her belongings back before she finds out. And anyway, I don't think Nick would pick you over this rich lady, even with you chucking out all her stuff. You're just a bit of fun for him, to be honest. A little bit on the side. And he can just cut you off in an instant. You're not important to him. You need to realize that. He is a selfish guy who only cares about himself.
No, he wouldn't do something like that. He loves me, that's for sure. He told me the other day that he wanted me to be his wife. Why are you going on about this rich lady? Surely if he loves me, so I should be the one that he marries, not some rich lady.
Okay, if you like, you can stay in the apartment. And even if it's not to your liking, at least you'll understand the results. Anyway, whatever the conclusion is, it's got nothing to do with me. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Sarah, help! Nick broke up with me. I waited until his return at his apartment. But he came back holding hands with his wife, looking like he was having a great time. I was so jealous and upset. I can't believe he's having such a nice time with someone besides me.
Oh, that's nice. I guess they got on better than I imagined.
And then when I asked him about the marriage, he was so horrible. He called me a tramp and told me to get out. Then he shoved me out of the door. He turned to his wife and told her I'm just someone he fools around with. That's how he explained it to his wife. Well, that's how he tried to justify the situation to her.
Yeah, so I told you that she was the one Nick loved the most, not you. She's rich and you're not. What do you expect?
So yeah, and then the wife asked me to pay all sorts of stuff to her. Compensation for emotional distress and the cost of all her belongings that I stole. It's about $100,000. She wants it all in cash. Can you believe that?
$100,000 in cash? Gosh, that's really a lot of money.
I know, right? What am I gonna do? I know it's not good what I did, but what shall I do? I totally don't have that sort of money. There's no way I can get it to her. She says that if I can't get this ready, she'll call the police in a few days' time. I cried to Nick about it, but he said he didn't want to have anything to do with me anymore.
I don't know. If you think about it, I guess that amount of money makes sense. You took all her luxury items. And then I guess you have to pay a fine for trespassing and damage to items. It makes sense.
You really think it's appropriate? But I totally don't have that sort of money. What shall I do, Sarah? I'm so screwed right now. Help me, please. You're my old childhood friend. Please help me out.
No way. I don't have any need to help you out.
Huh?
It might have been just a misunderstanding, but still. You did start dating Nick because you thought he was going out with me, right? You were basically planning to steal my husband. You thought you would be able to steal a husband from me. I don't have any duty or desire to help someone like you out.
Yeah, so I guess it was just a misunderstanding in the end. But I didn't steal your husband off you, so it's fine, right? Nothing bad happened to you, right? Come on, I'm begging you to help me out.
Look, if you need help, why aren't you asking Nick? He's the one who's the most involved in this situation. Anyway, I'll be going now. Please don't get me involved in this mess. It really doesn't have anything to do with me.
Hey, come on! I'm begging you, Sarah!
What have you done? Because of your childhood friend, my life is over. My wife wants to get divorced and she is kicking me out of the house. There is no more help available to my company. What are you trying to do?
Oh dear. It seems like there are a lot of problems arising suddenly. It must be tough being you right now. Well, whatever you say, it's got nothing to do with me.
Huh? This has happened because of your old friend. How can you say that it's got nothing to do with you? It's completely your fault. She went after me because she knew you.
Look, it's not because she's my old friend. It's because she is the one you're having an affair with. That's what is causing this trouble. You are the main culprit for this trouble. Don't try to blame it all on me. You shouldn't be having affairs and cheating on your wife.
Hey, shut up. It was just a bit of fun, that's all. And she just broke into our apartment without saying anything. Because of her, everything is a mess now.
Oh, come on, you need to stop playing the victim. You're the one who went about having affairs with someone else whilst you were married. And your wife was even giving you financial assistance in your company. But you just carried on acting self-importantly and went about your life, dating girls and taking the financial assistance for granted. You have no shame, so I guess it's easy for you to do stuff like this.
Hey, shut up!
Didn't you say something about CEOs being popular with women? Or something about how all the women around you couldn't leave you alone? But that was thanks to your rich wife, wasn't it? It's not down to your own capabilities and efforts. You really have no shame, do you? You are crazy.
Hey, didn't I tell you to shut up? I won't forgive you trying to make a fool out of me like this.
Oh, I'm so scared. Well, look, if you don't want me to make a fool out of you, why are you contacting me? I mean, you obviously seem to have time to vent your anger against me. But why don't you spend that time trying to fix your company? Isn't it on the brink of bankruptcy? Since your wife isn't helping you out anymore, I guess your company will be on the brink of collapse again.
Hey, shut up. Unlike you, my wife is actually a very mature and wise woman. She understands that it is the job of a wife to support a husband. That's why I got married to her. She was easy to deal with, didn't make too much of a fuss about things. I can't believe now that she is thinking about filing for divorce. It's so unfair.
You can't get married to people for those reasons. I guess for once, you will have to experience this pain. You get what you deserve. And to be honest, I'm going to help your wife now.
What? What are you planning to do?
Well, there is some sort of link between Maria, you, and me. So I'll probably just tell your wife everything I know.
Hey, just wait a second. You don't have to do those things. What am I gonna do if this situation gets worse than it already is?
Well, because you asked for it, that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, I'm off now. Maria went crying to Nick's wife, begging for her forgiveness. But Nick's wife didn't drop her demand by even $1. She wanted all the money that she was owed. So Maria had to borrow the money from a loan company to make ends meet. In the end, she managed to pay the $100,000 to his wife. But apparently she got the money from some shady loan shark, and she's been working in clubs and bars at night. And as for Nick, his wife also filed for divorce. She billed him quite heavily for all the distress he had caused. She also managed to spot Nick's secret social media accounts. There was a lot of proof of all the women he has been seeing. Pictures of restaurants, cocktail bars, mini day trips, spa trips. And he had even said that his wife was just a fool with money. She hired an absolutely ruthless divorce lawyer who left him with next to nothing. His company also went bankrupt, and he ended up having an enormous bill to deal with because of this. It was his responsibility, after all, as the CEO. He ended up having to work part-time jobs during the night to make up the money again. I'm pretty sure he regrets his past actions now. Thanks for watching! If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content. Don't forget to leave us a comment down below, and we shall see you in the next one.